Finna go see my donkey dunk, my donkey dunk.
What you doing for your birthday, dude?
My little ponytail. What's up with you? You ugly hell.
You ever wake up, check your phone, and immediately regret having Wi-Fi? Because that's exactly what happened today when the internet caught fire over Chrisean Rock calling out GloRilla like she just exposed the final boss of copy and paste culture. One moment everything was calm. The next moment Chrisean is online basically asking, why is she getting surgery to look like me? And the internet didn't just react, it combusted, collapsed, revived itself, then exploded again. Fans started screaming like they just uncovered a celebrity cloning lab behind a Waffle House. Memes flew across the timeline faster than Blueface dodging responsibility. TikTok detectives activated instantly, slowing down videos and zooming into before and after photos like they were FBI agents on caffeine. And let's be honest, this whole situation makes the Kardashians' plastic surgery drama look like a kindergarten art project. But it wasn't just what Chrisean said. It was how she said it, loud, unfiltered, and with the confidence of someone who knows the internet will gladly burn for her entertainment. Suddenly, it wasn't rumors anymore. It was a full-on identity heist investigation. Was GloRilla inspired, imitating, or just minding her business until Chrisean turned her into a trending topic? Whatever the truth is, one thing's clear. This is about to get messy. And we're going all the way in. The scandal didn't start with a press release, a leaked interview, or a dramatic studio confession. No, it began with something far more dangerous. Chrisean Rock opening her mouth on Instagram Live. 1 second she was vibing, the next she casually dropped the nuclear sentence that sent the internet into cardiac arrest. Why's she getting surgery to look like me? And just like that, the streets of social media were on fire. Fans gasped, bloggers sprinted to their keyboards, reactors hit record faster than paramedics. Within minutes, a blurry screen recording of her comment began circulating like it was a top-secret government leak. The timeline went from peaceful to pandemonium in record time. People started stitching the clip with reactions so dramatic they might as well have won Oscars. Every fanbase lit up like they were prepping for digital warfare. GloRilla's supporters demanded proof. Chrisean's army cheered like she just dropped a diss track. And the neutrals, they grabbed popcorn and enjoyed the meltdown. No one does chaos like TikTok detectives, and they proved it again. They immediately pulled out side-by-side photos of Chrisean and GloRilla, pointing out similarities that probably don't even exist in real life. They circled jawlines, compared cheekbones, analyzed smiles, and did math equations on noses. Someone even wrote, "This angle proves everything," as if we were examining evidence from a NASA mission. The enthusiasm was iconic. The accuracy was questionable. Blogs jumped in next, desperate to milk the moment. Headlines started rolling like a slot machine. Chrisean accuses GloRilla of copycat surgery, new hip-hop feud loading, GloRilla's face under investigation. The bloggers didn't wait for details. They built the story themselves. They quoted anonymous industry insiders who probably didn't even exist. But in scandal culture, imagination counts as research. Meanwhile, fans split into two extreme sides instantly. Team Chrisean claimed GloRilla's new look was low-key familiar, Chrisean-coded, and inspired by the blueprint. Team GloRilla clapped back saying Chrisean thinks everyone wants to look like her, even people who've never met her. Arguments broke out in comments so violently you'd think these people were fighting for custody. But what made this controversy grow was Chrisean's delivery. That raw confidence, that effortless boldness, that I said what I said energy. She didn't hint, whisper, or imply. She straight up suggested GloRilla went under the knife to become her spiritual twin. And the internet did what it always does. Believe it first, fact check later, maybe, if ever. Then came the screenshots, those magical, often fake, always viral screenshots. People posted comments accusing GloRilla of copying Chrisean's whole face. Someone claimed they saw her in a surgery clinic with a picture of Chrisean as inspiration. Another person said their cousin's friend's neighbor works in the medical field and confirmed everything. None of this made sense, but since left the building hours ago. While chaos erupted, Chrisean doubled down. She replied to fans with cryptic lines like, "Y'all see what I see, and I ain't crazy." She didn't need to say more. The internet created an entire storyline based on those 5 words. Suddenly, everyone was a surgeon, an esthetician, and a forensic face inspector. It was absurd and somehow thrilling, and then someone found old interviews where GloRilla talked about getting work done. Those clips resurfaced so fast you'd think someone planned it. Reaction pages slapped dramatic voiceovers on them like, "Is this what Chrisean was talking about?" The tone was so suspenseful you'd think we were watching a murder documentary, not a cosmetic discussion. When GloRilla posted a simple selfie, literally just a regular, harmless picture, the internet lost its collective mind. People zoomed in on her cheekbones. They analyzed the lighting. They examined her eyebrows like they were decoding ancient hieroglyphics. Someone said her side profile looked suspiciously Chrisean-ish, whatever that means. Another person said her smile had the same energy. At this point, the comparisons were stretching further than a cheap phone charger. Chrisean's fans, meanwhile, hyped her up like she invented faces. They posted edits of her next to GloRilla with captions like, "The original versus the update." They wrote essays claiming Chrisean set the aesthetic standard for the entire generation. Some even said, "Everyone wanna be her until it's time to live her life," which made absolutely no sense but sounded poetic enough to go viral. The funniest part was how people suddenly remembered every moment the 2 artists ever interacted. Someone pulled up a clip of GloRilla complimenting Chrisean months ago, claiming it was foreshadowing. Another person said they noticed similarities before but didn't want to say anything. The revisionist history was off the charts. The internet loves rewriting timelines more than it loves Oxygen. Blogs kept pumping out updates every hour, calling it a developing story even though nothing was actually happening. They posted photos of GloRilla from 5 years ago, alongside recent ones, asking fans whether Chrisean had a point. The comment sections became war zones. People were fighting so passionately you'd think their rent depended on it. Meanwhile, Twitter was clowning everyone. The jokes were ruthless. Memes accused Chrisean of acting like she built GloRilla in a lab. Others showed side-by-side edits with captions like, "When you copy your homework but don't want it to look too obvious." Some said Chrisean was stirring drama because she was bored. Some said GloRilla should respond. Others said she shouldn't even breathe in Chrisean's direction. But what took the scandal to another level was fans posting evidence compilations, complete with dramatic music. They included random photos, wild theories, and low-res screenshots that proved absolutely nothing. Yet viewers watched them like they were documentaries. The vibe was giving true crime, Celebrity Edition, just without the crime or the truth. And through all this madness, GloRilla stayed silent. That silence was the gasoline. Fans treated it like suspense. The lack of response made everything feel intentional. People said she was plotting her clapback, or letting the streets talk, or too booked to acknowledge foolishness. The silence became its own storyline. Meanwhile, Chrisean kept dropping tiny hints. A tweet here, a comment there, a facial expression during a live, nothing outright, but just enough to make the internet spiral into pandemonium. It was chaos choreography, every subtle move adding fuel to the growing wildfire. And right when the drama seemed like it couldn't escalate further, someone leaked a rumor that GloRilla unfollowed Chrisean. It wasn't even verified, but the internet didn't care. They ran with it like a check that wasn't theirs. People posted reactions, theories, and messy hot takes instantly. The scandal had officially become bigger than both artists. It wasn't about surgery anymore. It was about ego, identity, and the internet's addiction to drama. And trust. It was about to get even crazier. The moment the unfollow rumor hit the timeline, everything escalated at the speed of stupidity. People didn't wait for receipts. They declared war instantly. Screenshots popped up showing GloRilla's follower count shifting by 1, even though it was probably a glitch or someone's imagination doing push-ups. But logic had already left the chat. Everyone was convinced the beef had officially begun, and they treated it like a hip-hop championship bout. Comment sections turned into boxing rings full of digital uppercuts and emotional headlocks. Twitter threads got longer than rap albums. Fans were typing dissertations about whether GloRilla had copied Chrisean's look, with paragraphs analyzing cheekbones, head shapes, and jawlines like they were discussing architecture. People compared their photos with enthusiasm that bordered on scientific delusion. Someone even posted a diagram of Chrisean-inspired features, which looked like it was created by a CSI agent with too much free time. It didn't matter. That most of the evidence was vibes, the confidence was Olympic level. Then came the celebrity reactions, the ones nobody asked for but everyone craved. A rapper tweeted, "Y'all weird today," and fans immediately tied it to the feud. An influencer posted, "Copying is the highest form of flattery," and the internet threw them directly into the storyline. Even a random reality star commented, "Not this again," and somehow people decided she was shading GloRilla. The internet specializes in dragging innocent bystanders into battles they never signed up for. Memes were coming in so fast the algorithm broke a sweat. Someone edited Chrisean as a judge in a plastic surgery courtroom, slamming a gavel while GloRilla stood on trial. Another meme showed GloRilla loading her response like a video game boss preparing for round 2. Fans joked that Chrisean was acting like she invented faces, while others teased GloRilla for unlocking the Chrisean filter. It was messy, funny, reckless, the holy trinity of online chaos. You could practically feel the digital tension rising when bloggers started connecting dots that didn't even exist. They suggested Chrisean might drop a diss track. They implied GloRilla was strategizing behind the scenes. They predicted collaborations, confrontations, and interviews that were completely imaginary. But the blogs knew the truth, drama prints money, and this was an entire cash machine dressed as a scandal. GloRilla finally posted a new photo, and the internet lost every remaining brain cell. People zoomed in on her lips, claiming they looked Chrisean-ish. Others analyzed her hair, insisting it mimicked Chrisean energy. Someone said her smile seemed too familiar, whatever that means in a world where humans only have so many facial expressions. The level of analyzing was so extreme it felt like everyone enrolled in an unaccredited cosmetology school overnight. Chrisean's fans were hyped in a way that didn't require facts. They shouted that she was the blueprint, the original, and the face giver. They exaggerated so hard it was practically performance art. Meanwhile, GloRilla's supporters clapped back saying Chrisean thinks everyone is obsessed with her, even people who are just living their lives. The arguments got so heated they made political debates look like yoga sessions. More celebrities started chiming in, subtle enough to deny later but messy enough to leave breadcrumbs. A singer tweeted, "Y'all stay comparing women. Chill," and people assumed she was addressing Chrisean directly. A podcast host posted, "Some people love stirring the pot," and suddenly his comments filled with screaming fans tagging both artists. Even a comedian cracked a joke about surgery beef, and the internet dragged him into the storyline like he was part of the cast. Meanwhile, TikTok went into content overdrive. Creators made breakdowns, reenactments, timeline explanations, and dramatic edits with villain music. Some videos acted like the feud was a global emergency. Others treated it like a soap opera storyline with cliffhangers every 10 seconds. One creator even built a conspiracy theory linking the drama to past interviews, zodiac signs, and planetary movements, proving once again that the internet has unlimited creativity and zero boundaries. But the wildest twist came when a rumored voice note started circulating, supposedly from someone close to GloRilla, claiming she felt targeted. The audio was shaky, unclear, and sounded like it was recorded through a sock. Yet people believed it without hesitation. It spread so fast even the meme pages couldn't keep up. Fans analyzed the voice, the background noise, the tone, as if they were solving a CIA operation. Carl Issa, of course, inserted herself because Chaos has her phone number. She posted a comment saying, "Everybody wanna look like everyone, let them be," which made absolutely no sense but still went viral. Fans treated her words like scripture. Some said she was defending GloRilla. Others insisted she was shading Chrisean. A few argued she was talking about something unrelated. The confusion was immaculate. GloRilla eventually addressed the drama subtly with a single emoji. A simple eye roll, just that. And it sent shockwaves so violent the internet nearly shut down. People interpreted the emoji like it was a dissertation. Some said she was annoyed with Chrisean. Others said she was annoyed with fans. A few swore she was laughing at the whole situation. No one agreed on anything, and that disagreement fueled even more chaos. Chrisean saw the emoji and posted a cryptic message that felt like a warning. She wrote, "I said what I said. She didn't explain, didn't soften, didn't backpedal. She doubled down with confidence, so strong it shook the algorithm." Her comment fanned the flames like a gasoline mist. Fans instantly reignited the debate, recycling old theories and manufacturing new ones. Blogs updated their headlines again, calling the situation tense, heated, and developing, even though nothing actually developed except fresh deletion. Pages posted timelines, ignoring the fact that half the details were fan fiction. People kept replaying the original clip of Chrisean calling GloRilla out, building conspiracies around her tone and what she really meant. But the biggest twist wasn't a post, a comment, or an emoji. It was the silence from GloRilla after that. She didn't respond further. She didn't explain herself. She didn't even acknowledge the noise. Her silence turned into suspense, suspense into theories, and theories into chaos. Fans wondered if she was preparing a clapback, a statement, a subliminal, or a surprise collab just to make everyone look stupid. By now, the scandal had spiraled into something larger than either artist. It became a cultural moment, a digital circus, an identity war. People weren't debating surgery anymore. They were debating influence, originality, confidence, ego, and who truly sets trends. It was a mess wrapped in confusion, wrapped in entertainment. And even though the internet was exhausted, it wasn't ready to stop. Something was brewing beneath the surface, a final twist that would shake the entire storyline. Because in the world of celebrity chaos, the third act is always the most explosive. By the time the scandal reached its boiling point, the internet was breathing heavy like it had just finished running a marathon made of pure stupidity. Fans weren't even arguing about surgery anymore. They were arguing about identity theft, originality, vibes, energies, and whatever else their imagination could stretch into a point. Every platform became a courtroom where strangers acted like expert witnesses testifying about cheekbones. The chaos felt so cinematic it could have been produced by Netflix. GloRilla's silence kept fueling everything like premium gasoline. Every hour she didn't respond was treated as a new storyline. Some fans insisted she was plotting the ultimate comeback. Others believed she was above the mess. A few claimed she was too busy healing from surgery, which wasn't even confirmed but somehow became part of the rumor. People built entire threads explaining why silence equals guilt, while others argued silence equals maturity. The internet was fighting over her. Then Chrisean posted a new clip, and the world reset like someone unplugged the Wi-Fi. She didn't mention names. She didn't repeat her claim. She simply smirked, one slow, confident smirk, and the timeline combusted. That smirk became a meme instantly. Fans captioned it with "when you're clone acting confused and when you know you're the blueprint." The smirk alone reignited the whole war, proving that facial expressions now count as official celebrity announcements. Bloggers took the smirk and ran with it. Headlines like "Chrisean sends subtle shot" and "GloRilla shaded again" flooded social feeds. Even bigger blogs tried to appear neutral while still stirring the pot. Writing things like "Chrisean's latest expression raises questions." Influencers made videos analyzing the smirk like it was a coded message from the Illuminati. People argued for hours over whether it meant Chrisean was doubling down or just vibing. GloRilla finally broke her silence, not with a post, not with a tweet, but with a caption on a random photo. "Y'all bored? That was it." 2 words. And yet those 2 words detonated across the internet like fireworks. Fans interpreted it from every angle imaginable. Some said she was dismissing Chrisean entirely. Others said she was addressing the blogs. A few insisted it was a shot at fans for dragging her name into drama. The caption became the digital equivalent of a jump scare. Chrisean supporters immediately came back swinging. Claiming GloRilla was deflecting instead of denying, they demanded she address the surgery rumor directly. As if celebrities' explanations to strangers who spent hours zooming into screenshots. GloRilla's fans retaliated by mocking the whole thing, saying Chrisean was acting like she invented human facial structure. The debates were so heated you could practically feel the screen temperature rising. Celebrities couldn't resist jumping into the mess. A singer commented on a blog, "People love feeling copied," and fans instantly threw her into the ring. A comedian posted, "Can't wait for the surgery diss track," and the internet turned him into a spokesperson for the feud. A rapper liked a meme comparing their faces, and that like alone sparked 6 different conspiracy theories. Everyone became part of the chaos whether they wanted it or not. Then came the final twist. An interview clip resurfaced from months ago where GloRilla said she loves Chrisean's whole vibe. That sentence alone detonated the rumor all over again. Fans acted like it was a confession. Members edited the clip with dramatic music. Blogs reposted it with captions like, "Did she manifest this drama?" Someone wrote a comment saying, "This is proof she's been studying Chrisean," which made 0 sense but got thousands of likes. Chrisean didn't help the situation when she responded to a fan who wrote, "She looked like you now," with a simple, "exactly." That one word sent the internet into full meltdown. People took screenshots so fast the moment traveled from Instagram to TikTok to Twitter in under 30 seconds. Comment sections exploded with fresh debates, new theories, and even more memes than before. But then, the moment nobody expected, GloRilla finally addressed the rumors in a short, sharp message. "Ain't nobody trinna look like nobody. Chill, she didn't drag anyone. She didn't argue. She didn't clap back. She just shut down the narrative with a tone so firm it stopped the timeline cold." Fans were stunned. Some celebrated it as a mature response. Others demanded more tea. A few refused to believe her, insisting Chrisean must have seen something. Chrisean responded hours later, saying, "If I say something, I ain't lying." That statement reignited the drama. Even though she didn't elaborate, fans interpreted her comment as a warning, a challenge, or a finale depending on what mood they were in. The internet began dissecting every syllable like they were cracking a secret code. Blogs jumped on it instantly, turning it into headlines like Chrisean stands by her claims, even though she didn't actually repeat them. Finally, after days of pure digital chaos, the storm began to settle. People realized there was no real beef, no confirmed surgery copying, and no groundbreaking scandal, just a whole lot of assumptions turned into entertainment. But the damage was already done. The story had grown legs, wings, and an entire fan base of its own. Whether true or false, it had taken over the culture for an entire week. The aftermath was surprisingly calm. GloRilla went back to posting her life normally: studio clips, fits, concerts. She didn't give the scandal more oxygen. Chrisean bounced back into her usual energy of trolling, posting, performing, living loudly. Both women seemed unbothered while fans continued arguing long after the dust settled. The internet, however, remained addicted to the chaos they created together. And the most interesting part, the scandal boosted both of them. Their streams went up. Their followers grew. Their names trended everywhere. Once again proving that in the world of celebrity culture, drama isn't a distraction, it's currency. Even after everything calmed down, fans stayed alert, waiting for the next spark. Anytime either woman posted something even slightly ambiguous, the comments filled with "Is this shade?" And round 2. The internet refused to let the storyline die. It lived on through memes, edits, and exaggerated fan theories that would probably resurface again next month. Because that's the truth about scandal culture. Once you feed it, it remembers your taste forever. And the internet will always be ready for another round, another conspiracy, another lookalike investigation. What's next? Nobody knows. But in a world where vibes become evidence and smirks turn into plot twists, anything is possible. And trust, the next explosion is already loading in the background. If you made it through this entire roller coaster without questioning humanity, congratulations, you're officially built for celebrity chaos. Because this wasn't a simple rumor. This was a full-blown identity crisis sponsored by the internet's favorite hobby, overreacting. Every eyebrow raise, every smirk, every emoji became evidence, and you sat here soaking it up like premium tea. So don't play show now. Smash that like button like it owes you money. Hit subscribe like you're signing up for monthly madness. And drop a comment telling me which part of this disaster had you screaming at your screen. Was it the fake surgery breakdowns, the unfollow rumors, the two-word captions that launched digital earthquakes, or the fans diagnosing Chrisean energy syndrome like it's a medical condition? You already know how we do it here. The drama never clocks out. The moment one scandal ends, another one wakes up stretching its arms like, y'all miss me? That's why you gotta turn on notifications. Because the next explosion might hit at any moment. And you don't want to be the last one catching up like a confused cousin at the cookout. This channel is where the internet checks in for chaos therapy. Where fan theories become national emergencies. Where celebrities accidentally start wars by breathing. Where you get the front row seat to every meltdown, every clapback, every nuclear rumor. So stick around. The storyline always continues. The plot always thickens. And the next scandal. It's already warming up. Welcome to the show you can't pause. Welcome to the madness you secretly love. Welcome to Celeb Insanity, where the drama never dies, it just evolves.